Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to our writing lesson. So, this week we are going to be working on a new genre. And as you probably noticed, this week we're also back to doing fiction stories in reading. Well, this time during writing, you are going to become fictional narrative authors. So let's take a look at what fiction narratives are all about. So, fictional narratives are stories that have characters, setting, a clear beginning, middle, and end, a problem, and a solution. This might sound a little familiar because all good fiction stories, even ones that we read on Capstone or Raz Kids or the ones that Mrs. Miller and I have read to you, all have these parts. So just think for a moment about your favorite fiction story. And I bet you can think about the characters in that story or where that story took place. You might be thinking about something that happened in the beginning, something that happened in the middle, and something that happened at the end of the story. And all fiction stories have a problem that the character or one of the characters finds himself in, like a problem. And then by the end of the story, they usually solve the problem. So, to get us started with our writing today, we're actually not going to jump right into the writing. I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the writing process. And one of the very first steps that good writers do is they plan out their story before they write. And this step is called brainstorming. You may not have heard of brainstorming before, and that is okay. I'm going to show you what it is. This week, you're going to be starting to use a sheet, and it looks like this. It has 5 boxes on it, and you're going to get to map out, maybe with a quick picture or very, very, very few words on it, what you think you might want to write about. This is not where we're writing our story. This is just a plan. And these 2 pictures here, I broke it down even further. I have characters and setting here, and then what happens in the beginning, middle, and end. But I want to use the same sheet that you're going to be using. And in fact, if you have a printer at home and can print this out, you can work along with me and we can plan out our story. So, a fiction story, as we know, is a story that we completely make up. It could be something that is close to being real life, but we want to be creative and think about an idea that you want to write about. So, my characters don't necessarily have to be people, they might be a dog. So, maybe I'm going to search, let's see, dog clip art. Let's see, I'm going to have a dog, and I'll insert that. Oops, and it's really, really big. And I want my dog's name, I might give it a label. I'm going to add a label here. And it's not going to be about my dog, which I know you guys know is Domino. I want this dog to be named, let's see if you can read it. Spot. The dog's name is Spot. So I want Spot to be the main character in my story. And let's see if we could find a picture of where the story should take place. I think I wanted to take place at a house because Spot is a good dog, and he's a good dog, and he would live at a house. I'm going to search for a house. Let's see what we got. Oh, this came up black and white. That's okay. Let's look. And here's a nice house for Spot to live in. So Spot is a dog and he lives in a house. And you know what? I think my story is going to be about Spot's birthday. And Spot is going to invite his friends to his birthday. So something that might happen in the beginning is Spot, it needs his invitations. You need to invite your friends to a birthday, right? Let's see. Let's see. Invitations. Clip art. Party invitations. Let's look and see. Let's insert that one. So the first thing is Spot is going to send out his birthday invitations. And in the middle, he's going to be waiting at the mail because he wants to know who's coming to his party, but he doesn't get any of these RSVPs yet. So we're going to put a picture of a mailbox. Insert, and let's search for the mailbox. I'm going to pick this one, I think. So Spot, he lives in a house. He's the main character, and it's his birthday. So he sends out invitations for his birthday, but he keeps checking the mail, but he doesn't see any RSVPs. But in the end, all his friends show up for his birthday. And let's search for a birthday party. He has his birthday. And all of his friends show up. How do we think Spot is feeling when he sees that all his friends show up? Probably really happy. And that's all my work today. So I don't need to label a house. I could tell it's a picture of a house. I decided to write Spot there because I wanted to give him a name. If I wanted to push my thinking and add a couple of words, I could say invitations or he checks the mail, but I don't want to write my sentences here. This is just a planning page. So it's just best if you have quick pictures to go along with the parts of your story. Tomorrow, when we come back for writing, we are actually going to take this planner out again and use it to start writing our narrative. So today you're just planning out a story. Think of who you want to be in your story, where you want your story to take place, where do you want your characters to be. I could have chosen a school. Maybe this was a party at school. And then think of something that your character is going to do at the beginning. Have them do in the middle. This might be a spot where you have them come up with a problem. And remember, Spot's problem is he keeps checking the mailbox, but he doesn't see invitations. And in the end, on the day of the party, all his friends came and they had a lot of fun. So that would be the end of my story. So all you need to do today, just as a reminder, is take out this planning page. It's okay if you don't have this printed out. You can draw it on blank paper. You're going to draw a quick picture of your character, where your characters are in the story, what's going to happen in the beginning, the middle, and the end. And you don't need to use your words. We're going to save your words and your writing muscles for tomorrow's lesson. Okay, boys and girls, off you go.